Hello, and welcome back to Roguelike Thursdays. So this will be the third episode, I guess. I was really enjoying it. It feels very relaxed to me. It's a way to unwind and just really get lost in something. And use my body in a different way too, because roguelikes tend to have a very unusual usage scheme compared to other actions you'd take at your computer. So it looks like today we're going to be playing Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, now let's Space Grunts. Let's take a look first, make sure that it's not a Steam game. Looks like they've gone up in the world. Wow, they've made a lot of games. I can't tell if it's... There used to be good mobile games, so it's not necessarily a marker against them. Okay, Space Grunts appears to be a paid game now. They might have changed at some point. Yeah, it's a $20 game. Which is a lot for something based on Brogue. Given that Brogue's amazing and free. But maybe it's great. Tiny Roguelike. Game features randomly generated dungeons sparsely populated with monsters and few items. There is no site for this place. Right, so... next one, I guess. There are collections of old roguelikes, and it might be in one of them, but they tend to be kind of difficult to... because I don't want to download like 20 gigabytes of roguelikes just to have them all available. You can't sort through them typically, or you can't sort through them very easily. So I think instead we'll just go Pink Ninja. I'm not really proud of it since I haven't gotten time to work on it as I hoped to have. Anyway, I finished it in 5 hours. Well, it sounds like the developer's proud of it. Or no, they're not. Opposite of that. Okay, so I get a slight warning when I visit their site, and given the nature of anyone can upload stuff to this page and then you're downloading stuff from them, I'm just going to go to the next one. You know, if there's a number of people backing it, then that's a different story, but I'm not going to take risks just downloading random programs, random files from the internet. It'd be kind of weird way to distribute a virus, because who's going to, like, you're going to get like 2 people. This is for the Commodore 64, and I do not own a Commodore 64, and I don't want to set up an emulator, so I'm not going to get luck today. Possession, escape from the Nether Regions. Its name? Sounds, the description reminds me of, what was it called, Midboss? Pitboss? It sounds very similar to it. So here we have Possession, which, escape from the Nether Regions, which is a game about possessing the bodies of monsters you encounter, which, yeah, again, reminds me a lot of Midboss, so we'll see what it's like. So click on an empty square to move there. Arrow keys are num keys you can also use to move. You can click on a monster to target it. You can move into a monster to attack it. It's ZXC controls, so kind of like, what would that be, like a Pokemon, or like an old, like a handheld emulator, basically. Go downstairs, go upstairs. Alright. A single hit will send you back to the Nether Regions. Luckily for you, you have the ability to take over the bodies of other monsters. Use the Z key to pull up your special abilities, then choose Possession and click on a nearby monster. You'll take over that monster's body and gain access to their physical form and abilities. Use the C key to pull up information about your current body, and use the Z to pull up a list of abilities. If you die while in the body of a monster, you become a ghost again. Clicking on a monster sets it as a default target for your special abilities. Any friendly monster under your control will try and attack them as well. Okay. So the Oh, I see. You start as a dead person. Okay. Right. So what is the... How do you lose, exactly? Guess we'll find out. A disgusting creature that feeds on the dead, weak and scrawny, but filled with ravenous appetite. Oh, there's a possession chance. Okay. Select a target. Kapow. You take control of the ghoul. Okay, so that was enter that I used to take control of the ghoul. What are we looking at here? And V keys? No, no V keys. Is there diagonal movement? There is diagonal movement, which is unfortunate when combined with a lack of V keys, because that means you can't just use the arrow keys to control yourself. But can you? Yeah. Okay, so you can at least move to your controller. So we have the ability to repair our body and devour corpses. Okay. Oh, you can also, it looks like if you press left and right at the same time, you can move diagonally. I'll have to test that. Okay, and it said I can view the integrity of my various body parts, was it? Not seen. Okay. Seem to be losing the fight here. Okay. So can I eat this skeleton's corpse? You chow down the remains of the skeleton, regaining 5 HP. Can I do it again? No. Okay. So yeah, let's see if you can actually move diagonally. It does not appear that I can move diagonally using left and right. If I look like I'm moving diagonally like there, I'm actually just moving left and right super fast, I guess. That is a bit annoying. And it means I won't be able to play this for very long, probably. Or I can whip out my my numpad, or I could get like a hotkey remapper, but I'm not that invested in the game yet. Okay, tell me about zombies. A zombie is a dead body that tried to follow its former soul. Okay. Possession chance 80%. Now, do I improve the possession chance by hurting it? I do. Okay. So then give me that. Give me that body. The ghoul explodes. She gets hit by a flying ghoul chunk and takes 3 damage. Ah, okay. Now what can zombies do? Don't seem like they can do anything. Okay. And what's this on the ground? Just ghoul chunks. Okay. Yeah, this is already tiring out my hands. Ooh. The Undead Exterminator. That doesn't seem like someone I want to be fighting. He healed somehow. Okay. No, I want to see... possession chance. This guy descended into the caves to exterminate the undead. Then he got killed and became undead himself. Yeah, I'd like to possess the exterminator. Get hit by a flying zombie chunk and take 2 damage. So I guess you could probably use that offensively somewhat. And what's the deal with poisonous gas? I guess it's just poisonous gas. Does that work on undead? It was made to exterminate undead, so probably? Yeah, it does. Okay. Is there any downside to using poisonous gas? It has a 10 turn cooldown, I guess. But I can just do this and then easy. There's a dead skeleton. Yeah, they tend to be. The skeleton dies. You absorb some of its life force. Okay. Anything else he can do? He can set traps. What's that about? An undead catching trap. Okay, where did that zombie go? He's running. Okay, can I set a undead catching trap? And then hit him with a poisonous gas when he's in the trap. Aha. That definitely roughed him up. Get a bit more poisonous gas. Yeah, one more turn. Okay. Okay. Yeah, and I seem to be somewhat vampiric, or maybe that's the effects of just being a ghost creature. But yeah, it's reminding me of Midboss for sure, but it's like less good. You know, this was made for this was made. What'd they say? They're working on a sequel. Yeah, so that's it. Yeah, 7-day roguelike. This was made for 7-day roguelike, and not influenced by Midboss, surprisingly, because Midboss came out what, 2010 or something. That was quite a while ago. My health is doing fine enough. Now that said, you know, I can't judge it too much at the moment because I've only seen so much. Okay, let's see if these guys can fall for a trap. It's good, but yeah, it seems to be lacking the ease of use of a game like Midboss, and seems to be mostly like 3 kinds of undead at the moment. That might change, of course. It could just be this area I'm in. What do they say? A wide variety of creature powers, 5 levels, each with unique monsters, itemless gameplay, a monsterpedia, humorous descriptions. Yeah, they've got. So there's a lot I'm not seeing, obviously, and you could do with catching like a new body at some point. Yeah, Dreadmore, it says it's one of its inspirations is Dreadmore, which is very mouse control based, and I tend not to like the mouse control. Brogue is one of the few that really pulls it off, I think. So apparently he's badly injured now. How badly injured is badly injured? Ooh, this is... Okay. It's getting close over here. I just need a new body. I think what I will do is I'll put down a trap, and then I don't know how to wait. I don't know if there is a way to wait. Okay, he avoided the trap entirely. Go up. Go up. He's avoiding the trap. And unfortunately he can attack around the diag. Okay, I can go in my own trap. Now I know. Okay. So it appears skeletons are fairly easy to possess. Oh, we got a bat. Yeah, I'll take a bat. What does a skeleton have going for it? Not really anything. Yeah, I think that's part of it. There doesn't seem to be that many abilities on offer here. Let's bring that back over. If I had my numpad out, it might be a different story as well. It might feel a lot better. Where is my numpad? I'll take a quick look. Okay, so the problem or benefit, depending on who you are, with my numpad is that it's a blue switch numpad, which means it's going to be pretty loud. We've got ourselves another ghoul. What do we have available to ourselves? Vampirism. And what does vampirism do? Okay, and you have to use the arrow keys. You can't use the numpad here. You have to use the arrow keys here. Yeah, there's a bit of inconsistency there, which is a bit annoying. You regain health when you damage an enemy. Okay. So you have to use like a bunch of different kinds of arrow keys. It's like playing Dwarf Fortress before he started updating it. Yeah, life stealing tends to be quite a good ability. Okay. And then the numpad doesn't have... You're about to go up the stairs and the clangs shut. You realize you're being stalked by a bounty hunter imp. Okay. Yeah, you can't only use the numpad, and you can't only use the arrow keys, and you can't only use the keyboard, you can't only use the mouse. Well, maybe you could only use the mouse. But yeah, Dreadmore I don't play because of similar reasons. It's kind of annoying. And there doesn't seem to be a wait function. And yeah, I can't control this menu with the numpad. And is there a wait option at all? Spacebar. Which again, why not 5 if you're using the numpad? And then, what's this do? It tells me what their stats are. And it's creatures I have revealed. Okay. Ah, so they have different sight and they have different dodge chances. Yeah, so it appears that the bat's kind of the best of these so far. And if you use enter to, yeah. This is clearly made to be played with the mouse, and they didn't give much attention to making it work without the mouse. Or work with their other options whatsoever. They just kind of threw them in haphazardly, it feels like. Which might be harsher than it deserves, but that's what it feels like at the moment. 0%. This imp has recovered dozens of escaped spirits in his day, and thinks she'll be another one to add to that list. Okay. Well, he might be right. There we go. Can I grab him now? 0% still. Okay. Badly injured. Yeah, we're at full health. That's pretty good. And then... Still, maybe you have to take him down to like 1 health. Or maybe he just can't be possessed. Okay, there we go. Exactly 1 health. And no, you can't. Okay, so he's not possessable, I guess. Okay. Now what do we have? We have ratlings. And what's the deal with a ratling? And how resistant to possession is a ratling? 70%. Okay, so I think what we do here is we repair our body. Oh, it doesn't seem to fully heal me. Okay. Well, I guess I fight until I die. And then I use whatever that state was to... Okay, yeah, and it appears that when I'm in possession form, my possession is actually stronger than normal. And the enter on my numpad doesn't seem to work either. I have to use the enter on my keyboard. Okay, so ratlings are subterranean creatures with complex culture, highly advanced scientific understanding, and a democratic government system. Unfortunately, they're so ugly and their squeaky voices are so annoying that most adventurers just kill them rather than try to talk to them. Okay, and they don't have any special abilities either. I don't know why you would add a creature to the game without giving it special abilities. And, you know, it probably does have something, but maybe on this screen it could give you, like, you know, what they could do rather than having to come over here to the Monsterpedia. Let's see, though. So very high damage, good sight, good dodge. So they're just a strong unit, basically. A Necromancer. Okay. Well, I'm pretty hurt right now. Can I... Okay, so repair body. Repairs all damage. So it claims. Okay. I don't seem to be doing very well at hurting this Necromancer. We've got Death Wheel on in the background for the Necromancer. That's pretty appropriate. Repair the body. This is Adrian von Ziegler's music, which I have a license for. You can't cast that spell again for another 4 turns. Okay. I would then like to possess the Necromancer. That sounds fun. And, okay, so I seem to possess them back up to full health as well. I don't possess them and then it's weak. Now, Necromancer surely has to be able to do something. Bolt of Pain. Tell me about Bolt of Pain. Causes instant decay of the target's body. Right, but is it better than my normal attack? Or is it just a ranged attack? Because, I mean, ranged attack isn't nothing. Enter? Which enter do I use? Okay. And then I would like to reanimate, say, that Ratling. There's no corpse to reanimate. I see. Okay. So I have to kill something first. So let's kill the Ratling, and then let's reanimate its body. Okay, now we have a zombie. And as far as I'm aware, I don't really have a way to heal. It'd be really nice if I could press enter on my numpad, because it's right by my pinky. Yeah. Okay, so that does 5 of 60 damage. Maybe I just leave it. Fellow Necromancer. And how is my possession looking? What happens if I fail? Let's go for the 80%. Whoa, what happened? I'm trying to possess Necromancer here. Okay, well, it worked. That seems like a very strong way to just take him out instantly. Oh, now we've got a cave spider. Another Necromancer. And there doesn't seem to be any leveling up or anything either, so is there any reason to do anything other than, say, find the staircase, and then, like, whenever you get hurt, just swap bodies? Ooh, hello, who are you? I suppose you want something that can beat the boss. And tell me about a tourist. Just a tourist, okay. Give me a tourist. What can tourists do? They can take a snapshot, which we don't know. Let's find out. Cave spider. It stuns it. Okay, so it's like the tourist in attack, I guess. I've been poisoned. I'm dying. If only there was some way. Oh, that didn't work. Okay. Go for it again. Okay, we have the spider. I assume if I fail, it just does nothing, but then I can get hit, and if I get hit once, I lose. So it's probably something along those lines. But it seems like the strongest attack is actually just possession, because you heal to full when you possess them. So bothering with normal attacks is kind of pointless, because you can just sit there and attempt to repossess them. Where's the staircase? Here's the real challenge. Okay, we're slowly dying from poison, so now is the time to swap bodies. Yeah, this is clearly a proof of concept that they made, and it's a neat proof of concept. Definitely reminds me of Midboss, which I kind of wonder if there's any copies of Midboss floating around anymore. There we are. And now there's a Hellhound I have to fight. And I assume I won't be able to... Right. So now the Hellhound kill me. So I guess what I want to do is grab a snail. And then continue to fight the Hellhound. Until my health gets too low. And then I want to... Yeah, fighting the boss is kind of fun, but I feel like it should almost activate the moment you enter the cave instead. And now I wonder if I can guarantee damage with the Bolt of Pain. Seems like that might be the case. Give it another. Can't cast it again. Okay. We'll just give him a little tickle. And one more. And then I'll repair my body, because I don't care about it. And for some reason that didn't restore me to full. And there we go. Now I'm a ratling. And I can leave. Yeah, I think it'd be better if you were fighting the boss from the beginning. Also, I don't know why they have a key to go up the stairs. Oh. We seem to be crashing, potentially. Well, that was floor 5, so I guess I made it almost to the end. Maybe there's one more floor. Yeah, it's got some ideas. It's neat. I'm actually going to see if I can find Pit Boss quickly. Midboss, sorry. I'm back. So yeah, it's actually quite hard to find copies of the original Midboss online now, but I found it here on the mega list, which is and it is a massive collection of free roguelikes, just so they don't get lost to time, because people move on, they die, they shut down their websites, whatever else, because it costs money to keep a website going, obviously. And this is Midboss. Which has its own music, so choose an orientation, WASD, and then you use QEZC to move left and right. So it looks like you could manually put in V keys. It's always nice if they give you the ability to rebind keys. Yeah, I guess actually everything works. Okay. Okay. Just select the ability, or by clicking on it, then click on the rat target. Right, so... Oh, I want this one. No. What's going on? Do I need to be closer? What is this? Dispossess. Possess. Within range. Okay, so they told you to do it before you were in range. Right, now we can kill it. Just attack. Yeah, so you have to kill them to possess them in the first place, which I think solves like all the problems of the other game. Now, the other game was exploring the avenue of what if you could just possess them. So it's sort of like Age of Wonders is Incarnate, which is really cool on its own right. But yeah, I think if the boss in that game attacked you from the beginning, it would be much more engaging. Well, it'd be much more interesting. Remember, always prep your prey using possess. And I don't know why some people seem to, like, obviously developers do this, but I can never think in these diagonals, because I always want to attack along the diagonal rather than moving at this weird diagonal, so I have to attack like up and right to do something here. The animations are also quite fun in this. And then when you possess it, it shows you the stat change between them. So I lose a bit of spirit, I lose a bit of power, but everything else I gain. Let's open the form window and see what this puppy can do. All your forms can be... And look, it actually updates all the text as well based on what keys you put in, which is really cool. And you see we have this new ability up here, which is bite. All your menus can be accessed from the buttons. You know, it's not fair. Like, this is a really well-made game. But, you know, if you have infinite free games, you're going to be... You don't want to be... You know, you're going to compare them to the best, basically. And sometimes something will be... It'll be a niche. It won't be as well put together, but it will be the right kind of game for you, and so you'll play it anyways. But yeah, I'd be playing... It's actually been so long since I played Midboss. I had it on my first computer, which makes me seem much younger than I am, but I didn't have a computer for until I was quite a bit older. Or older, well, you know, it depends on your generation, but older than most people my age, let's say. Well, most people my age didn't have computers at all in my peer group, but compared to a cosmopolitan American, let's say. All your menus can be accessed from the buttons in the lower left corner of the screen or using their hotkeys. Don't worry, boss, I'll open the menu for you this time, but you can do it yourself later using O. At the top is the list of forms we know. In the middle is the list of all the abilities we know in that form. You can only use 3 abilities per form though, so pick those on the right. Okay, boss, what do you think the next ability does? Let's go find out. All we gotta do is kill more things while in this form. Yeah, so you level up the forms by staying in them and fighting with them. I believe there's Nobody Saves the World. Follows a similar sort of idea. And, ooh, shiny loot. I call dibs. Oh wait, I can't use it. I have no hands. You can pick up items by clicking on them. Just to loot on the ground, just hold down left alt or right alt, or toggle using left control or right control. To equip or use items, open the equipment menu and double click them, which I seem to have unbound. Hey boss, this item's pretty rare. Items come in 5 rarities. But I haven't picked it up, so I do that, and then I automatically pick it up. That just shows me that there's an item on the floor. If I move into it, no, that destroys the chest. Pick it up. 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 Mouse movement, multi-key diagonals. Okay, so in this one you can press both up and left, and then that'll move you diagonally as well, which is... It can be a bit awkward, but it's a nice option to have if you're on a laptop and you don't know about V-keys or you don't want to learn V-keys. It can be nice to have. Show loot. Right. But what if I want to actually, you know, grab the loot? Is clicking on it my only option? Oh, that seemed to have done something. Okay, Stealthy Ring of Resistance. +6 stealth, +2 resistance, +3 toughness. Accessory? Yeah, okay. Yeah, it doesn't seem like I have another option but to use the mouse there. Bit of a shame. But if you're playing with WASD and mouse, then that would feel pretty natural. So it's kind of my own fault for switching over to V keys here. Yeah, the diagonals are throwing me off. Okay, so yeah, if I kill more things, it doesn't appear they move, or at least they're not here. And yeah, like even an auto equip would be kind of nice. And every time I fail to put on the armor, they move. That's not good. So the question, I guess, is if I were to say, hey boss, did you know mana doesn't regenerate while you're running around the place? Maybe you should rest for a while. You know, take a load off. Or I guess we could stand here and pass some time. That'll work too. I'm kind of in the middle of something, but good to know. So yeah, do different rats have different stats? They do not seem to. Let's swap anyways and see if our health changes. We do go to full health, but our mana doesn't change, so let's do as it's suggested and rest. And then, yeah, this isn't quite a roguelike. It's almost like a dungeon crawling RPG. It reminds me more of Splunky. It's more, I don't know, it's more arcadey. I want to say more fun, but that feels... It doesn't feel very fair. Okay, yeah, so we've almost got a bit more experience. Yeah, there definitely wasn't gear last time I played. What do you do? Potion? Oh, you can drink it. Potion reduce speed. But I have agility, so I have +1 speed. I'm not sure what those do. Maybe just how many times I can move before they move? Let me do the old Possessoroo, and then if I kill you, it's almost more mystery dungeon type, I guess. And yeah, you don't know their stats either, which I think is really cool. Because you attack and you're like, well, I don't know what I'm doing. But obviously it's strong. It'd be neat if it showed like a minimum range for its stats or something every time you hit it. Maybe it does somewhere. Clearly it's strong. Maybe you should possess something, that'll perk you up. And if you depossess, that'll heal you a bit too. Oh boy. Okay, so it's actually weaker than I was, but I'm injured enough that I might want to switch anyways, even though I'm now a level 2 Plague Rat. I think I will switch. Now I believe you can stack possessions. Let's open up the stats menu and see what we got. Oh, I'll do it this time. At the top are your meta attributes, which you can use to increase stat points. Your meta attributes define whether you hit hard or you're good at crits and status effects or have lots of toughness and stamina. At your right are your core attributes, which are calculated using your form's stat multipliers times your meta attributes. These define how your meta attributes express themselves in a practical sense. Finally, to the left and middle, there's some miscellaneous stats. Don't forget to use your points to increase your meta attributes, boss. Hey boss, since we know more forms, let's equip an optional one. Let's equip an optional one. To do that, please open the equipment menu. No, please, allow me. In the top, you can equip optional forms. Equipping a form lets you use that form's equipped abilities. Since we're in another form, our soul is weaker, so we can only choose one. But if we're in our natural form, we get to pick 3 optional forms. Yeah, so we're a imp and a bat, I think, now, or I'm not entirely sure. And so this is the armor of endurance. That's the armor of spirit. No idea. But I can... Next ability is an Oculus, which increases my stealth. That allows me to heal, and we have underfoot now. When we're a rat, we have underfoot. So where was my stat screen at? Here. Defense against physical and magical attacks. Let's just go into, because we can lifesteal, right? So it makes sense that offense is defense now. And this is our life leech. Yeah, convert 30% of damage into a heal for yourself. Although it's magic damage, which maybe... No, it's just a magic type attack, but it still seems to link to that, I think. Move down. Give him the old... Possess. And I should have rested up my mana before this. And we'll swap just for the extra health. And then, pow, now we can actually use our abilities. I think this is the main reason I stopped playing Midboss, actually, was I found it so confusing to maneuver. Like, it is actually a little mind-boggling. No, we wait until we're injured. We wait until we're injured. Okay, I think we can do it now. Yeah, the gear doesn't really feel I don't know. I don't know if it adds to the game. Just more faff. Although, that said, the game does become fairly repetitive. So maybe the gear helps with that in some way. Well, I wouldn't say fairly repetitive, but it's very straightforward what you're doing, right? It's like you go around, level up, you find gear. That's that. So this will take off my shield, which is fine. And then we can go back to being I believe if you get a form to level 3, it becomes a natural form. If I remember correctly. So then I can become a full-powered rat. Yeah, and I can boost my strength up hugely here. But then, I think if I level up my rat enough, I can actually make it a natural form. If we look at my stats, where are they? Scurry is the next ability. Well, that rat was a bit tougher. So yeah, it's kind of like Pokemon the Roguelike. Of possession. And you can definitely see the similarities to the escape from the Nether region. I think if you give a game a name like that, you either gotta go all in or, you gotta do something with it. Or just give it a different name. Scurry does what? Applies haste buff to yourself for this turn. You can move an additional space, use and equip an additional item, or change an additional equipped ability. Yeah, I don't seem to be able to change my equipped abilities at the moment. I'm doing something... if I am a bat, I can... Imposter. Plus 25 stealth when not in imp form. Right. Yeah, I think I'm still missing a key aspect of the game right now. But... we'll see if there's like a... if there's something else. Oh, and I seem to have somehow gotten rid of my bite. Yes, for the health. Where did my bite go there? Ah, mind venom. I just got rid of it. Okay. Right. And this is the... yeah, you poison the foe. Okay. And yeah, let's master the rat and see if that does what I think of. Tome of Envenom. So I guess that probably... ah, you can just use it. Okay. Hey boss, you mastered this form. Way to go. Mastering form gets a few benefits. First, you gain access to that form's innate ability. It always applies while in that form, even when not equipped. If it's an optional form, though, it doesn't work unless you equip the ability to the form. That's kind of a lie, because the second benefit is that if we're in our imp form, it does apply automatically. Finally, if we're in imp form, our meta attributes are multiplied by the best multipliers of all our equipped forms. People always say it's best to be ourselves, but in this case, it's actually true. Yeah, I don't know what that meant. But apparently I can now equip Vampire Bat. I guess you're always the imp, and you're always what you are currently, but then if you're a master, you can also equip another form. But if you're and I'm a master, so I will always be equipping Vampire. I will always be equipping Plague Rat no matter what form I'm in, even if it's not equipped here. Right. But if I'm an imp, it doesn't matter what's here, because I equip everything. I think that's what that all meant. And yeah, the rat changes too, that's kind of neat. Which is to say that it's pretty powerful. almost a bit, oh, I don't like hidden stuff for loot. Just gotta go around the whole room. Ooh, look how fast I am. Can I scurry? Yeah, scurry. So now I should be able to move way faster. And I guess this is why you would not show them, because not all of them are worth it. Yeah, I think they give out, I don't know, maybe a bit too much loot. What's that? Oh, let's not go into where you stash it all. Anyway, if you want to drop some stuff, just click the item, then click outside the equipment menu to drop it. Right, so what was it? It was a potion. Okay. Yeah, you get like, I think the bat turns purple when it gets super strong, if I remember correctly. I want to see what happens if I fully level up. It's a zombie. Watch your step, boss. Zombies are tough but slow. If we use our speed and abilities, we can kill it. Okay, so first thing we want to do is we would definitely like to get a zombie, since apparently they're so strong. And then what we want to do is, like the good man says, increase our speed. And then we want to figure out how to move properly here. And maybe we also give it a little bite. And remember, I can heal if I switch out of my form. So if it starts looking dicey, we've got that back up. And you can see the initiative marker over here. Okay, taking 1 damage, that's fine. Got him. So that'll give me +1 strength, bit less power, way less focus, much more toughness, less resistance. Sure, let's do it. And now I believe what all that meant is I am always a rat now? No, because I don't have the rat abilities. But now I can body slam because I'm a mummy. Still unsure about that whole thing. And if I drink the potion, it's a cure poison potion. Ooh, and I've turned red for some reason. Oh, because I'm a level 4 zombie. Why am I level 4 zombie? Or are zombies just level 4 by default? I guess they're just level 4 by default? Well, speaking of which, I can probably spend more points, right? Yeah. Defense, relentlessness, just more HP, sure. More damage. Yeah, this game's very easy to play, very simple but replayable, bunch of depth, interesting ideas. I think games like, what's it called? It's called like Quest for, it's not Mighty Quest for Epic Loot, but it's something like that name. It's like Epic Loot Dungeon or something, and it has a lot of abilities and items that I think it does it a bit more elegantly. But if you're into the whole like being able to play as any creature in the game, and you see a really strong boss and you're like, oh yeah, that thing's for me, then this is really cool, because anything you can see you can become. Well, not a door or something, but yeah, it's pretty neat. And the map's quite large, eh? I'm sure some of those items, that's like, I'm just finding myself not caring about the items. They're just, it's too fiddly for me. And they happen too often. If they're rare, I think I'd be more excited. And what is that exactly? Staff of Endurance. So it seems like it's way stronger. And this, remember, this isn't the full game, so if you get the full game on Steam, who knows what they do to it. Maybe they make it way better. Maybe they make everything work here. That's a bent stovepipe? Oh, it's shoes, apparently. Yeah, I guess there's like colors probably mean something. They were saying that there's like epic and whatnot gear, right? So this is probably good. You know, it's not really that much. I guess those were green as well. I think there's a standard to the old Diablo colors, but I don't know what it is. I think blue is supposed to be good. But yeah, I'm not going to play through the whole game. I just thought I'd compare it to the other game. And that's where I think I'll leave this Roguelike Thursday for today. And yeah, let me know what you think of the format and any changes. Like, do you want to see the game that I'm thinking of when I'm playing the other game, or do you just want the game to breathe for itself? 1 game per video, 2, play through the whole thing, or just play until I get bored and leave, or play until I die, you know, that sort of thing. I'm interested in hearing. So I'm still thinking about how I want to do this. So until then, yeah, take care.